Because aggression is valuable to people and it's ultra low cost to produce, prohibiting aggression won't work because, in case you forgot the times we tried that with drugs and alcohol, what will happen if you prohibit aggression is that you'll create a black market for aggression that will centralize itself into a cartel of suppliers, which, oh, that's kind of what we already have. We're living in Ancapistan right now with prohibited aggression. And the current state cartel is the black fucking market for aggression that, a prohibition on aggression naturally produces because it's valuable to people. I started to say this kind of tongue in cheek, but, descriptions of anarchy, both historical and present, are invariably descriptions of the status quo because they have the same fucking root problem with human nature. The supply of aggression exists because people demand it. It's valuable to them. That's why it exists. And, and just forget about supply, deal with the demand side, deal with the demand incentive, because the people aren't peaceful, they're orderly, and that's not the same. By the way, to that extent, I actually want to say some nice things about Dave Smith and the LPMC, because they're, spreading the message is a attempt to deal with the demand side of the problem. Not a very good one, but good. At least, it's the right idea. It's like it's holy work that Christians have been trying to do for like 2,000 years. And, the God of the Old Testament tried to do with the Jews for thousands of years before that. So, I mean, you're continuing the Christian tradition. Congratulations. And God had minimal success with the Jews after 1,500 years of really beating it into their heads of what sort of guy he really is. And, Christians with, love your neighbor, which is a much lower bar than the non-aggression principle. That's a much lower bar, and they still can't do that. So it's like we're still trying to get them to do like the easier thing of just love your neighbor, and we won't have this state aggression problem. But we're still having a little bit of trouble with that. So you're pushing a high bar that they have no possibility of meeting right now because they don't want to. And, we're working on it. So at least, continue spreading the message, and, hopefully in another 1,000 years, they'll be a little bit more civilized. Until then, let's engineer a solution that doesn't have this sort of problem.